I deserve to be happy and eat whatever I want whenever I want. I deserve to have all the cake in the world. I deserve to have... Okay, then if you deserve to have all of that, then don't say that you can't lose weight because you have disease. No, you can't lose weight because you won't let go of the cheesecake. Hey guys, it's Jermaine and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, I just want to say welcome. My name is Jermaine. I make videos about the fat acceptance, fat liberation, body positive movement. Sometimes I also sprinkle a little story time of my experience as somebody who used to be obese and what that was like for me, how I was also influenced by the fat acceptance community, and now that I'm on this side, I changed my life. I make videos and talk to you guys about it. So if you're into those kind of videos, then you might want to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell because I upload new videos at least once a week. And if you're returning to my channel, I just want to say welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for being a part of my little family here on YouTube. I love you guys and appreciate you so much. Now without chatting any further, let's get straight into today's video. I found this TikTok video by this account called Cron Health. I have been watching a couple of his videos. I saw this clipping and I so related to it and I wanted to discuss it on my channel today.
When I was a kid, I knew that both my parents were massively overweight. And when you're a kid, you don't maybe think a whole lot about it. But I remember my mom sitting me down and explaining it. She said, I've done our family genealogy. I have looked back 10 generations and every one of them obese or died of diabetes. I remember just thinking, I don't have free will. I don't have choice in the matter. I'm going to be fat. And I was already chubby. My mom's fat, my dad's fat, so I'm going to be fat. It's just my lot in life. In 5th grade, when Matt Miner made fun of me, I couldn't shake it. He made fun of the clothes I was wearing. He made fun of me for being chubby. I remember just feeling this self-determination rise up that said, no, this is not what I'm going to become. By the time I was 15 years old, I started lifting weights. I started eating healthy. I broke those chains. And it turns out that I am not my genetics. And I don't think you are as well. It turns out that it doesn't matter what your history's been. That doesn't have to weigh in on what your future's going to be. You have a choice in what you want to create. And it doesn't matter what's been for years or decades. You could literally change right now. And all it is, it's a decision.
I constantly have arguments with people who claim that fatness is because of genetics, and these are people that I have arguments with in real life, in like people I know personally, like friends and families who believe that fatness is due to genetics, and they still stand by the fact that they believe that I was overweight or obese because of genetics. When I was growing up, I remember my mom used to tell me that my dad's side, everybody on my dad's side were obese and are big size. All his sisters were big, and so that's why I was big. But what's funny is that when I was a little girl, I wasn't big. I was actually extremely underweight when I was a child. And then I think I've shared this before in a previous video. At the age of 9, I started like putting on massive weight, and that was because I had come back from staying in an orphanage home and I moved back in with my mom, and I was so happy and life was so good. And then I started eating a lot and I started gaining weight. But all throughout this time, my mom's friends, my family members, my relatives, they all used to tell me that the only reason you're big, Jermaine, is because of genetics, because your dad's side, everyone's big, hence you're big. And I honestly fed into it. I bought that lie, and I remember I used to eat a lot of food. Even an adult couldn't eat the amount of food that I was eating at 9 years old, and I used to eat like that all the time. But it never crossed my mind, it never crossed anybody's mind, because everyone just believed that it was genetics that made me big. When I refused to go out and run and play with all the other kids, when my appetite was so big, I was eating way more food than all the other adults. Nobody questioned anything. Everyone was just like, it's her dad's side, they're all big, so that's why she's big. It's genetics, it's all genetics. That's what everybody used to say. And also, I don't know why, but Asians always had this like perceived notion that black people from Africa, like Africans, are big size, which is quite funny because a lot of supermodels are from Africa, like from Ghana and all these places. Like a lot of supermodels are from Africa, but for some reason they all were like, they always had this idea that, oh, black people are all big size, so that's why Jermaine is big size, because her body is built that way, the African way. And it's so funny, like now when I think about it, I used to compare like my family with like, remember Nutty Professor, the movie Nutty Professor, which honestly I don't know how they didn't get it, that Nutty Professor's family was unhealthy. They were living an unhealthy lifestyle. They were not obese because it's just a normal genetic thing. They were eating really unhealthily. They were eating a lot of food. But my family all just were like, yeah, see, this is how black people are, so that's why you're big. So my mom's side, everyone's like Indian. By the way, guys, please don't make this a racist thing. This is not a racist thing. This is just an ignorance thing, okay? Please don't make it into something it's not. People can be ignorant and not know certain things, and then you have to tell them, you have to teach them. So I grew up just believing it's my genetics. It is not me eating breakfast, lunch and dinner in one sitting. It was genetics that was making your girl fat. And I feel like the same excuse is used by the fat acceptance community. I wanna kill my mom. I wanna kill my dad. And remember, I said I was in a fat acceptance community too. I mean, I wasn't very extreme like them, but I definitely was in the community of people who would make excuses for why we are fat and lie that I love my body. And you know, like some girls are big and I'm a big girl and it's all about that base and this is who I am. I was one of those people who were saying things like that. Honey, don't worry, I'm fat too, so you'll be able to relate to this and we can be fat friends together. I'm not saying that being fat means you should just stay fat for the rest of your life and you shouldn't do anything about it. Yes, you can do something about it if you want to do something about it. But there are some people who just can't do anything about it. Maybe it's genetic or something. They can't really lose that much of weight and they just stuck that weight. The fat acceptance community says the same thing. They're not taking responsibility. It's always I have something, lupus. Those kind of diseases don't just make you morbidly obese. You make you morbidly obese. Those kind of disease may make you put on weight, gain some weight, and then you have to work harder to lose it, but you can't get to this situation just because of a disease.
I know people gotta be upset. You spend your whole life trying not to be a fat bitch because you think it's like the worst thing in the world. And then you see a broad like me, just a big fucking behemoth, living my best life. That's just gotta hurt.
Yeah, it's always some kind of disease. It's always genetics. It's always hormones, anything else. But it's never anything to do with the eating or the working out. Okay, let's just like paint a picture for a while. Imagine somebody had all this disease, but they were eating healthy and they were working out every single day. Do you think they could go from a regular size to this by eating really clean and working out every day? Because I don't think that's possible. Maybe it would be hard for them to get to a very slim, very gorgeous body, but it would definitely not get them to morbid obesity.
It turns out that it doesn't matter what your history's been. That doesn't have to weigh in on what your future's going to be. You have a choice in what you want to create. And it doesn't matter what's been for years or decades. You could literally change right now. And all it is, it's a decision.
Like he said, everything is a choice. It is a choice to wake up extra early in the morning just because you need to get a workout in. It is a choice to go for like an hour walk instead of watching a TV series. That's a choice. It is a choice to buy some chicken and maybe make like a sandwich or a salad instead of buying McDonald's. It's a choice to portion control. It is a choice to take lesser food and put inside your mouth. That's a choice. It's a choice to say, nah, I don't think I'm going to have another bag of chips, or say, nah, I don't want any dessert. These are choices. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be like, it's very hard for me to lose weight. I want to lose weight, but at the same time be like, oh no, but I deserve to be happy and eat whatever I want whenever I want. I deserve to have all the cake in the world. I deserve to have. Okay, then if you deserve to have all of that, then don't say that you can't lose weight because you have disease. No, you can't lose weight because you won't let go of the cheesecake. At the end of the day, it's a choice. I think I've shared this also before. I watched Jessie from Little Mix lose weight, and I remember I was like wondering to myself, because I always believed that I didn't choose this body chose me. I was born into this body. This is like the kind of body that I was given and I can't do anything about it. I believed that for the longest time. And I remember just thinking like, okay, what if, this after I saw Jessie's weight loss and I was so inspired, and I was like, okay, what if I just gave it a try to do all the right things? Like, what is the worst that could happen? Like, let's just give it a go and see what happens. If it's working for others, then it might work for me. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I give my colon, my intestines a little rest from all the highly processed food I've been eating. Did I tell you guys that I used to eat, like, I don't know if you know the chocolate indulgence secret recipe cake. I could eat that whole cake in like 2 days. That cake is a cake big enough to feed maybe like 10 people on a birthday. If you're throwing a birthday party, I think you can give 10 people a slice of cake. I can eat that within 2 days by myself. I could eat McDonald's every single day. In fact, I was eating McDonald's almost every single day. What's the worst that could happen? My intestines are like, oh my gosh, this is a nice break. What is happening? What happens if I work out every single day? Just a little while, just a little bit. I might be able to run like other people and be able to have some endurance. That doesn't sound too bad. And so I just gave it a try. Just tried switching things up a little bit and did this and that, and bam, weight loss happened. Because at the end of the day, if it was important to you, you would do it. Nothing would stand in your way. I've heard so many stories of people who've lost weight, single mothers who work 2-3 jobs, who've managed to lose the weight people who have sickness, who manage to lose the weight, it's because at the end of the day, you want to do it. It's either you want to be fat and you want to continue eating and living the way that you want to, or you want to change your life. Genetics and your sickness can only make you overweight to a certain extent. At the end of the day, you're choosing a lifestyle. If you say, oh, it's very hard because some people are food addicts, some people are going through like depression or whatever, okay, if you know that that's going to damage your health and damage your body and you don't want to go down that path, then what do? You seek help. You go get therapy. You do something about it. You find accountability partners. You go get counseling. But at the end of the day, it's you. You are the boss of you. You get to decide what you want to do. So if you want to cave and just eat cheesecake, then don't blame anything else. Don't blame genetics. I blame genetics, and then I stopped blaming genetics, and now I'm here. I'm just saying. If I can do it, you can do it. We can all do it. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because I upload new videos at least once a week. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. The links are in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.